for 3 generations, the Toraño family were tobacco growers. We're tobacco growers in Cuba, and then my father in the 70s started growing tobacco in the Dominican Republic, Honduras, and Nicaragua. And it really wasn't until in the early 80s and leading into the 90s that my family got more involved on the cigar manufacturing side and blending side of the business. And my father started in 1982 keeping a blend book. Blends that he was working on for the Toraño brands, and also blends that we continue to work on for other private labels that we did both domestically and around the world. And so a couple of years ago, when we were thinking of a new release for the Toraño family, we decided instead of creating something new, we should go back to this blend book that keeps all these blends. And we found a blend that we made in the year 2000, which on paper we liked a lot. There were some interesting aspects to the blend, but what you do when you make a blend, if you make it 10 years ago, some of the tobaccos from today, they either may or may not be available from the same farm, so we needed to reconfigure the blend and try it. And as we did, and we started to tinker a little bit with it, and one of the fun parts about this Vault A-008 is we were able to add a tobacco that was not available back in the year 2000, at least not available to us, and that's a tobacco called Ometepe. Ometepe is from Nicaragua. It comes from a volcanic island which is on Lake Nicaragua, and tobacco has been grown there for many years, but it was in real short supply. When we were able to get that tobacco, we actually were able to get binders from Ometepe. And when we combined it with the original blend, we decided to keep that original blend, which has a Nicaraguan wrapper and also had a binder from Jamastran, Honduras. We used that Ometepe tobacco, combined it with the original blend, and what we got was a very rich, bold, and at the same time sweet cigar. One of the things I love about what Ometepe did to this cigar and this cigar in general is you have what I think is a medium plus to full-bodied cigar, but at the same time it has this inherent sweetness that I think is hard to find sometimes in very bold cigars. So the Vault A-008 was an exciting project, both by going back to the original blend book, which, by the way, we keep that blend book in a vault, in a safety deposit, box in our banks down in Florida. That's where the blend book is kept, which is thus the name Blends from the Vault. But it's been a fun cigar, and one that I enjoy a lot because I think it represents the best of a lot of flavor, bold, and yet at the same time this subtle sweetness that keeps you wanting more and more.